Closure, decades in the making for a Colorado family.
Next week will mark 41 years since Antoinette Parkes was stabbed to death near 64th Avenue and Broadway in Denver. Parkes was 17 and pregnant at the time when she was killed. And now here we are all these decades later, and her family is getting answers they've waited so long to hear.
Denver 7's CB Cotton has their story.
This guy committed a murder.
A murder most won't remember, but one that George Journey has never been able to forget.
23 times. And just thrown in the field right out the road like she was a piece of trash.
His sister, Antoinette Parkes, was found stabbed 23 times here in a field near 64th Avenue and Broadway 41 years ago, come Monday.
She was loved by a lot of people, and it still to this day hurt us all.
The Colorado Bureau of Investigation says Antoinette Parkes was only 17 years old at the time of her death and 6 to 7 months pregnant.
She probably suffered or didn't know what was coming, and it's like this person that did this just took her, without thinking, without the pain he would cause for us.
Over the decades, Journey and his siblings have always wondered who killed Antoinette Parkes.
Why my sister? Why her? Can't explain it. Only God knows, and he knows why he did this.
But this week, Journey says he got some answers.
Yesterday when I found out, I cried. I spent 3 hours crying to myself, knowing that they finally found who did this.
Journey says on Thursday, a Denver cold case detective called him to say she had cracked the decades-old case.
I told her thank you, for her and the team and whoever put this all together.
Sadly, the details came too late for his 3 other sisters who passed in recent years.
It would just bring my heart joy to know that they would have heard this before they all passed.
But Journey's next step, finding the money to fly his only surviving sibling from Arkansas so they can be together to speak to detectives.
He needs to be here with me because we have to be strong together.
Because after all these years, they finally have answers for Antoinette.
If you could say one thing to Antoinette right now, what would you tell her?
That we finally found closure for you.
In Denver, I'm CB Cotton, Denver 7.
And thanks to the continued generosity of our viewers, the flight for George Journey's brother will be paid for through the general funds of Denver 7 Gives.